Evil has no life of its own. It only exists in the shadow of good. Darkness can only be defined because there is light. In the same way, evil is parasitic. It thrives only by corrupting what is already good. Both Judaism and Christianity agree on this. Imagine walking into a marketplace. At one stall, a baker is selling fresh bread, warm, nourishing, life-giving. At another, someone is selling stolen bread, taken from the hungry, marked up for selfish profit. Both are bread. Both look the same. But one sustains life while the other exploits it. That's evil. It looks like good, but it twists it for selfish gain. Judaism teaches that the Yetzer Hara, the inclination to evil, is not an outside demon forcing us, but the distortion of our own inner drives. Desire, ambition, and passion are not bad. They build families, homes, and societies. But unchecked, they become greed, lust, and violence. The Talmud even says, without the Yetzer Hara, no one would build a house or marry a wife. The same drive that creates can also destroy. Christianity describes this in a similar way. Paul writes that evil entered the world through sin, and that creation itself now groans under its weight. But even in that framework, evil isn't equal to God. It's still a corruption, a parasite feeding on what was made good. This is why murder is seen as the ultimate corruption. The Mishnah says, whoever destroys one soul, it is as if he destroyed an entire world. Genesis says, humans are made in the image of God, so to take a life is to desecrate his image. Christians agree, pointing to the command, do not murder, as foundational to God's justice. But even worse than the act itself is when evil is celebrated. To cheer for injustice, to applaud cruelty, reveals something deeper. The heart has moved from temptation to allegiance. In Jewish thought, this shows the Yetzer Hara is not just active, but enthroned. In Christian thought, it shows how sin enslaves a person until they call what is evil good and what is good evil. So what is evil? It is the twisting of good. It can only be defined in the mirror of good. It is parasitic, never creative, always corruptive. And both Jewish and Christian thought remind us that the only way to recognize darkness is to know the light. What do you applaud in your life? What do you celebrate? Because whether in Judaism or Christianity, what we cheer for reveals whether we are feeding the Yetzer Hara or strengthening the Yetzer Hatov, the inclination to good. When we think of evil, we often imagine an all-powerful, all-consuming force, something that takes, destroys, and dominates. But here's the counterintuitive truth, the thing most religions and philosophies miss. Evil doesn't have any power on its own. It cannot create, only corrupt. It cannot originate, only mimic. It feeds on what is good, perverts it for selfish gain, and calls it ours. We see this in ourselves, don't we? Our worst traits aren't some dark, mysterious force, but our best traits gone wrong. Love becomes lust. Care becomes clinginess. Compassion becomes pity. Bravery becomes recklessness. Kindness becomes harassment. Selfishness is at the core of most evils. Taking what is good, distorting it, profiting from it, and saying, look what I did. And the scariest part is how easy it is to rationalize. We convince ourselves that our good intentions justify our actions, that our ambitions are really for the greater good, that our anger is righteous, that our taking is really giving, or worse, that what we took wasn't even there to begin with. It's ours now because we need it more. Evil convinces us that it's not evil at all. And if we're not careful, we start applauding it in ourselves and in others. If we're going to fight evil in the world, we have to start with the desire to fight it in ourselves.